The countdown is officially on, and the excitement in the tech community is reaching a fever pitch as we approach one of the biggest dates on the 2026 calendar. On March 26th, DJI is set to host a massive launch event that has everyone talking. And while the primary star of the show is expected to be the groundbreaking DJI Avata 360, all eyes are also on the long-awaited announcement of the DJI OSMO Pocket 4. For months, creators and vloggers have been scouring the web for any scrap of information about the successor to the wildly popular Pocket 3, and it seems we finally have a clear picture of what is coming. The official tagline for the event, "Above it all, see it all," strongly hints at the panoramic capabilities of the new Avata drone, but retail leaks from across the globe suggest that the Pocket 4 is ready to share the stage. Physical stock has already been spotted in warehouses from China to Malaysia, and a brief placeholder listing on Amazon Germany earlier this year practically confirmed that the hardware is finalized and ready to ship. This dual-launch strategy makes perfect sense for DJI, as they aim to dominate both the skies and the handheld market in a single sweep, giving creators a complete ecosystem of tools to capture every possible angle of their adventures. When we dive into the rumored specifications for the DJI OSMO Pocket 4, it becomes clear that DJI is not just doing a minor spec bump, but is instead focusing on meaningful refinements that address the real-world needs of modern filmmakers. The most significant rumor circulating right now is the potential jump in video resolution. While the Pocket 3 was a 4K powerhouse, the Pocket 4 is widely expected to feature an enhanced 1-inch CMOS sensor, capable of shooting 6K video at up to 60 frames per second. This increase in resolution is a huge deal for creators who like to crop into their footage for vertical social media platforms like TikTok or Instagram Reels without losing that crisp, professional look. In addition to the higher resolution, we are hearing a lot about improved slow-motion capabilities, with 4K recording potentially reaching up to 120 or even 240 frames per second. This would make the Pocket 4 an absolute beast for action shots and cinematic B-roll, allowing for buttery smooth playback that looks professional even when slowed down significantly. The sensor itself is also rumored to have better low-light processing, using advanced pixel binning technology to keep noise at a minimum when the sun goes down, which has always been a bit of a challenge for smaller handheld cameras. The physical design of the Pocket 4 is also seeing some very interesting changes according to leaked chassis photos and quick-start cards that have surfaced online. While the overall form factor remains the iconic stick design, the new model appears to be slightly taller and narrower than its predecessor. This change isn't just for aesthetics. It's largely being driven by a significantly larger internal battery. Rumors suggest a jump to a 1,545 mAh cell, which would push the recording time past the 200-minute mark on a single charge. For anyone who has spent a long day vlogging in the field, that extra 20% of juice is a lifesaver. Perhaps even more exciting for power users is the addition of new physical controls. Leaks show a dedicated zoom button and a customizable C button positioned right under the rotating OLED screen. This addresses one of the biggest complaints about the Pocket 3, which relied heavily on the touchscreen for basic adjustments. Having physical buttons for zooming or switching modes means you can keep your eyes on the subject and make adjustments on the fly without fumbling through menus, making the entire shooting experience feel much more like a traditional professional camera. One of the most talked about new features is the inclusion of a built-in, front-facing LED fill light. A leaked video from a retail source in Kuala Lumpur showed a 33-second reel of the device, and a small magnetic light setup was clearly visible right above the camera lens. This is a first for the Pocket series and would be a game-changer for solo vloggers who often find themselves in less than ideal lighting conditions. Instead of carrying around a bulky external light or trying to find a window, you could just snap on this magnetic accessory and get instant illumination for your face. This ties into DJI's broader focus on making the Pocket 4 the ultimate all-in-one tool for solo creators. We are also expecting to see the debut of ActiveTrack 7.0, which uses the latest AI algorithms to lock onto subjects with incredible precision. The rumor is that this new system can handle much more complex movements and can even remember a subject if they briefly disappear behind an obstacle, like a tree or a person walking past. Beyond the standard model, there is a lot of chatter about a potential Pro version of the Pocket 4 that could follow later in the year. While the standard version being announced on March 26th will likely feature the single-lens setup we are used to, the Pro model is rumored to sport a dual-camera system, similar to what we see on high-end drones like the Mavic 3 Pro. This would potentially offer a dedicated wide-angle lens and a telephoto lens, giving users native optical zoom for the first time in a gimbal camera of this size. However, insiders suggest that production issues with specific accessories might push the Pro launch into the summer of 2026. For now, the focus is squarely on the standard edition, which is expected to hit shelves with a price tag somewhere between $549 and $599, with the popular creator combo likely reaching the $749 mark. This slight price increase reflects the upgraded sensor, better battery, and the new physical controls that make the device feel more premium. Connectivity is another area where the Pocket 4 is expected to leap forward. Rumors indicate that DJI is moving to Wi-Fi 6, which would mean significantly faster wireless file transfers to your phone or tablet. In a world where we want to edit and post content almost as soon as we finish filming, cutting down the time it takes to move large 6K files is a massive workflow improvement. There is also talk of deeper integration with the DJI Mimo app, potentially allowing for high-quality, direct-to-YouTube live streaming with minimal setup. This would open up a whole new world for creators who want to go live from the field with stabilized high-resolution video without needing a complicated mobile rig. The combination of hardware and software improvements really shows that DJI has been listening to feedback from the community over the last 2 years. The Pocket 4 will be right there alongside it, at least for the initial reveal in China before heading to global markets.